One thing that can make or break your day at Disney World are the essentials you decide to pack in your Disney park bag. As a Disney World annual pass holder, I have made numerous visits to the Disney parks, and I want to share with you exactly what I pack in my Disney park bag and things that you should consider taking for yourself. I have had a lot of trial and error throughout my Disney park visits, and I have learned the hard way in a lot of cases, and these essentials have all either helped me to stay comfortable in the park, help me save money in the park, or save me time during my Disney park visits. These are all items that you can add into your own personal Disney park bag to help make your day at Disney World a little bit more magical. Before we hop into the items that I like to bring with me in my Disney park bag, let's first talk about the Disney park bag that I personally bring to the parks. I have tested a lot of bags throughout my visits, and the thing that I really personally like bringing that you may have seen in previous videos are Loungefly bags. I'm sure you've heard of them before, but if not, they are themed bags that you can get. They have a lot of Disney characters or Disney themed bags that you can choose. Also used fanny packs or little sling bags before, but the reason why I really like Loungefly bags are because they are a really good size to fit some Disney essentials. I also like that they are obviously Disney themed, so they can match with an outfit that you might be putting together for the particular park that you're going to. I also really like that they're very durable. I like the leathery material that they have. Personally, for me, whenever I choose a Loungefly bag, I always go with a bag that has side pockets and a front pocket. Another popular bag that I like to bring or that I've used in recent visits is my Orange Bird backpack. It does have side pockets, which is a huge perk that I like. It doesn't really have a huge front pocket, but we still love them and we still use them. When you choose your own personal Disney park bag, make sure it's something that is obviously sizable enough to hold all of your essentials. Make sure it's also a comfortable bag that you feel comfortable carrying around throughout the day. I like Loungeflies because they also have very padded straps, so that's something to consider whenever you choose your park bag that you're going to take to Disney World. Now that we have chosen the bag that we're going to bring to Disney World, let's talk about how we pack our bag and exactly what we pack inside of it. So for the front pocket, the reason why I go with a bag that has a front pocket is because I always put my most commonly used items here. There's a lot of things that I put inside of the bag that can get disorganized, and it might be hard to fish around and try to find them very easily. So starting off in the front pocket, I always put my wallet in there because I use it a lot at Disney World. If I'm buying merch or if I'm buying something to eat, I usually use it, so I make sure that I have that in the front pocket. I will also say I usually go with a little card holder. It's just easier that way because it doesn't take up a lot of space as a larger wallet does. Another thing that I always bring are hair ties. I have shorter hair now, but I always like pulling my hair back, especially on roller coasters or rides at Disney World. Not only that, but it does get very warm at Disney World, so I do like to have hair ties so that way I can easily have my hair off my neck to keep me cool. So if I don't have the hair ties on my wrist, I always put them in my front pocket as well. Going along with the heat and the sun at Disney World, it does get very sunny and you can get very easily sunburnt, so I always like to bring a little thing of sunscreen with me to reapply throughout the day. Going along with that also, I absolutely love having chapsticks. There have been times that I've gone to Disney World and I have not had it on me, and I really miss having it at times. This is the brand that I've been using recently, but of course go with a brand that works well for you. I'm not really partial to any, I've just used this very frequently. Also, since I go to Disney World frequently, I do have a MagicBand Plus. They do have different options of Magic Bands. They have the regular Magic Band, and then they also have the MagicBand Plus. I will link a video above kind of explaining the different purposes behind the different Magic Bands, but I usually like having these. If I don't have it on my wrist, I usually do, but if I don't, I'll just put it in the front pocket. Last thing that sort of goes in the front pocket is a portable charger if I am using a fuel rod. These are so convenient to use at Disney World. It's a nice little portable charger. You're gonna want to have a portable charger when you go to Disney World, whether it's a fuel rod or a different size one. I do have a very large size portable charger that I have also used in the past, so if I am using the fuel rods, it always goes in the front. I also have a cord that goes with it. If it's a longer cord, I'll just honestly put the fuel rod in the front pocket, zip it up, and then have the cord go into the front of me so I can just walk around the parks and still charge my phone. But you are absolutely going to want a portable charger because you're going to be on your phone a lot at Disney World, especially with the My Disney Experience app. That app does take a lot of battery power on your phone, so if you're on it constantly looking at wait times or making dining reservations, you want to make sure that your phone stays charged. So there we have all of our essentials in our front pocket, so we'll go ahead and get that all zipped up, and I'll show you what else I put inside the larger portion portion of the bag. Starting off, one absolute essential you want to have with you is a water bottle. So I always bring a personal water bottle with me to stay hydrated throughout my day at Disney World. You can of course buy your own bottle of waters at Disney World, but usually they're anywhere from $3 to $8 and you don't want to keep buying water throughout your day. They do have water bottle refill stations around the park, and of course you can go to the quick service restaurants and ask for a glass of ice water, but I always either bring just a plastic water bottle with me in case I need to throw it away or it gets lost at all. Or recently I've started using the stainless steel water bottles because it keeps your water extra cold. I like this little one because it really fits easily inside of the Loungefly bag, and it also allows me to keep other stuff inside there and doesn't take up as much room, but of course the plastic water bottles fit nicely inside of Loungeflies as well. Another bottle that you can bring is a much larger stainless steel water bottle. I personally do not usually bring that big of water bottles because it does take up a lot of space, but it is nice because Loungeflies do fit those size bottles, so if you are wanting to bring a larger bottle, they do fit inside of the Loungefly bags. Going along with water bottles, I know people in the past have told me or commented that they don't like the taste of Disney World water, that they think it's very bad, or they don't like drinking water in general, and one thing that could encourage you to drink more water during the day at Disney World is water flavorings. So I like using water flavorings because it does convince you to drink more. So Circle water bottles do have flavor cartridges in the actual bottle that can kind of mask the flavor of Disney water. So these are things that you can easily travel with if you're traveling on an airplane. They have different flavors that you can choose. So I started using those my last visit. Another thing that I use a lot more frequently now are liquid IVs. These are little flavor packages that give you an extra hydration boost whenever you're in the parks, and they're so nice because they just come in these little packets and you can easily put them in your park bag. If you're going to Disney World, especially during the summertime, but in general, I always recommend having some type of rain gear on hand with you. You do not want to purchase this in the parks. It's going to be a lot more expensive and take up time if it does start raining during your day. So I always usually bring a little umbrella with me. I love these mini travel size ones because they fit perfectly inside of a Loungefly bag and they don't take up a ton of space at all. I know it can be a pain bringing rain gear with you to the park. You're like, am I even going to use it? Is it even going to rain? You just want to be better safe than sorry. The rain ponchos are also nice because they are extra small and they can easily fit inside of a bag. Make sure you're buying them before you go to Disney World. They're about $12 for a Disney poncho at Disney World, and you can get them on Amazon or at the dollar store very, very cheaply before your visit. Of course, one reason you may be going to the Disney parks is to try some of the food that they have there. They have amazing snacks and dining options, but one thing I always bring with me, no matter what, even if I plan on eating in the parks, I always bring snacks with me. It is so nice to have snacks on hand so that way you have something easy to eat when you're walking around the parks, or if you're waiting in line. This is especially good if you have kids with you as well, so that way you can give them something easy to eat. I'm not going to go over exactly what kind of snacks I pack with me to the parks. I will list a video up here if you're interested. Also a necessity are sunglasses. It could be so sunny whenever you're at Disney World. Of course, it's in Florida. It's most likely going to be a sunny day when you're in the parks. There have been times that I have forgotten sunglasses and I've just felt really miserable standing in the parks looking at parades or just walking around. The sun can be very hard on your eyes. Usually I am wearing these whenever I'm at the parks, but honestly, if I'm not, usually I use the side pockets for these and I'll just put them in the side pockets. I'll also do that with my phone if I am getting on a ride or just waiting in line and I don't need my phone or my sunglasses. Also, I forgot to get them as a prop here, but Band-Aids are also another essential you want to have on hand. There is a first aid office that you can go to inside of the Disney parks, but depending on where you're located currently at the parks, you might want to have a Band-Aid right then and there. You don't want to walk from the whole other side of the park with your blister to get to the first aid center. So I always like to have bandages on hand with me. That's another thing I would put in my front pocket. These last two things are not necessarily essentials, but things that I have started to really enjoy having in the parks. One thing are noise canceling headphones. These are just the AirPods that I usually have. I like bringing these because it's a form of entertainment for me if I am waiting in lines for rides, or I usually like to edit videos or do some type of work on my phone whenever I'm in the parks. So it's really nice having noise canceling headphones on hand. Lastly, another thing that I've really grown very fond fond of doing in the Disney parks are meet and greets with characters, and I absolutely recommend if you're doing meet and greets, make sure you're bringing some type of thing for characters to sign. Of course, autograph books are a very, very popular thing that you can bring to Disney World. So if you have an autograph book, either buy this ahead of time. You can't get them in the parks, they're more expensive, so I recommend getting them before your actual visit, and make sure you're bringing a Sharpie as well. So there we have it. That is everything that I would be packing in my Disney park bag, but I wanted to finish up and show you something that I have recently also started using. If you plan on wearing Minnie Mouse ears to the Disney parks, they are so cute. I love wearing my Minnie Mouse ears, but you might be looking for something to do with your Minnie Mouse ears whenever you're on rides, so that way you don't lose them. Sometimes people will put them in their bag, but they can get very damaged if you do that. So one thing I've started using are these adorable Cutie cuffs that you can get from Target. They are so cute. They're kind of like the slap bracelets that you can use. And so what I usually do, especially if I have a Loungefly or a bag that has a little handle here, I'll just go ahead and I will wrap the Cutie cuff around the Minnie Mouse ears and the little strap to easily hook my ears onto the bag. It's so cute. I also like doing this if I don't want to wear my ears, if they're hurting my head, or if I just don't want them anymore during my day. I'll just go ahead and hook them onto the little strap here. So that is officially everything that I pack inside of my Disney park bag. If you are interested in seeing exactly why I pack my bag this way, I will share this video here that lists every reason why my bag is packed this way. And then also here's another video listing some of the snacks that I love bringing with me to Disney World. Please let me know what type of essentials you like to pack in your Disney park bag. And with that, we will see you in the next video. See you guys.